Okay, what is going on, everybody? Hello, hello. What is up? What's up? DSP here live on today's first of two gameplay streams. How you doing? On this lovely Tuesday, the 7th of November, 2017. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's been enjoying the pre-stream. This is something that I'm going to be doing now, running these remixes. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it every single day, but for the past couple of days I've been doing it and people seem to enjoy it. Gives you something to listen to as things are getting settled in and getting ready for the stream to begin, right? Something different rather than just sitting here listening to the PS4 dashboard theme, although, quite honestly, I may, still alternate between that and these remixes back and forth every once in a while. Okay. So, hello everyone. Wow, oh wow, this is pretty funny. So, I was playing musical remixes on the pre-stream. These old musical remixes from back in the day, 2010, 2011, when people used to make these remixes all the time until YouTube changed all the YouTube channel pages to be less like social media pages like, say, Facebook or MySpace, and they changed them into pages that looked terrible and basically made it impossible to highlight other people's creations. And that's when people stopped making remixes for me, is basically when they couldn't be highlighted anymore properly. But at the very end of one of the remixes, the last thing it says in the remix is, oh, it's me talking in 2010 when I was playing Mega Man 10. And I say, well, first off, everyone, just so you know, today's my birthday. People in the stream chat were like, today's Phil's birthday? I thought his birthday was in April. No, that was from the remix, guys. That was from the remix. That was not from today. Today's not my birthday. That was freaking my birthday 7 years ago. So shit, I was turning 28, I guess. Holy crap. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. No, that would have been 8 years ago. So I was turning 29. I don't know. But anyway, pretty funny that you guys thought that was, some people thought that was actually legit, like me talking right now on the pre-stream. Obviously, you can hear the audio quality of my voice now versus 7 years ago is quite different. Having the professional quality microphone and soundproofing foam and everything, it's more like a recording studio in my office than anything else. So yeah, welcome everyone to today's first of two gameplay streams. How you doing? Let's talk. First of all, the first stream today will be Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus. Now, folks, I am well aware that many people are like, man, Phil is really, taking forever to get through these games. This game that he's playing today, he started a week and a half ago, right? It was Friday of not this last Friday, but the Friday before that Wolfenstein 2 came out. And I get that. I understand that a lot of people get frustrated because I used to be able to get through games pretty quickly, and especially now, it seems to be taking a lot longer, especially for games like Wolfenstein 2. It's not even a long game, but because so many new releases came out within a 2-week period, Assassin's Creed Origins, Mario, this, and then Call of Duty the week after, I just have not had a chance to get through anything. I understand your frustration. I hear you. And I apologize. It is what it is. I knew this was going to happen. I warned everyone for a greater part of 2 months that this was coming, this one weekend in October when 3 games were coming out, and how it was going to, lag everything up, which it honestly has. So today I'm playing more Wolfenstein 2. How far will I get in the game? I have no idea because I actually don't know how long the game is. I have played this game, I believe, for around 8 to 9 hours. If I remember correctly, I played it, there was the 2-hour premiere stream, right? And then I played it another 3.5-hour session, and then I believe I played it another 3.5-hour session. So I'm probably around between 8 to 9 hours into it, and people were saying that the game is around 12 hours long. So there's a possibility that I may beat it today. However, I did fail a lot. If you actually watched the playthrough, you'll see that I did actually fail a bit because I have it on a slightly harder difficulty than what they marked as the default difficulty. And so I am dying some, and because of that, the replaying of maybe about an hour to an hour and a half has lengthened the length of the playthrough, so maybe I won't beat it today. Maybe it'll take another session in order to wrap up Wolfenstein. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's one of the things about being a blind Let's Player, is that I have no idea how long these games actually are. So I can't tell you, oh, I'm going to beat it in, this time or whatever. I don't know. It usually takes me by surprise, or if someone else is playing a game and beats it before me, then they let me know usually. But, yeah, that's kind of the deal, is I don't know how long I am. We're going to see. We'll see how far I get here today, okay? Okay. Tonight, folks, will be the conclusion, and this I know because someone told me how long it is. It will be the conclusion of Call of Duty World War II's campaign. Tonight here on live stream. I hope you'll come back for that. That's going to be fun. The campaign's been pretty decent. Has it blown me away and been the best campaign ever in Call of Duty? No. Has it been the worst campaign ever in Call of Duty? No. It's just been pretty good. So that's tonight between 7:30 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. That stream will be starting. You know, there's two major missions left. People are telling me it shouldn't even take me 2 hours to beat it. However, at the same time, there is an epilogue. Okay. So, yeah. That's the deal with that. That's what's going to be today. So, double shooters today. Double FPS campaign shooters. Tomorrow, I'll be returning to Mario. All right? Mario Odyssey will return tomorrow. I hope you're excited for that. It's been a fun ongoing playthrough, right? That will be the featured stream for tomorrow. There will not be a second gameplay session tomorrow. It will only be one because tomorrow night I need to run errands, go grocery shopping, and do that stuff that I usually do once a week. I'll also be filming a new DSP Tries It tomorrow night, so there will be a DSP Tries It coming up this weekend. Pretty cool, right? I didn't have one this week, so hopefully you'll enjoy the one coming up this weekend. All right. Thursday is going to be the return of Assassin's Creed Origins on my main gameplay stream. And then Thursday night is up in the air because it really depends on what happens today with Wolfenstein. If I don't finish Wolfenstein today, then I'll play it Thursday night in the hopes that maybe I'll finish it then. I don't know if I will, but maybe I will. Okay. And then, if it's not Wolfenstein, maybe it'll be more Mario. We'll see. We'll play it by ear and see, you know, what games are going on. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that big giant chunk of gameplay, right, is going to be me mixing the games that I have not completed yet. So my goal is to finish Wolfenstein II, obviously. My goal is to continue on with Assassin's Creed Origins and Mario. But also, if you're not aware, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't here last night, and if you did not check out my stream last night, which you may not have, I started up Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces, the new game from Team Sonic from Sega. My God, what a playthrough this is going to be. All right, and what I mean by that is this is one of the weirdest games I've ever played, although it's weird in a good way. Like, the game isn't challenging at all. Like, I'm not even lying. It really doesn't have much challenge at all. It's more like insanely high-octane, speed boost running game where, honestly, if you play the game with a different character on a stage, it changes it a little bit. But for the most part, the game is incredibly streamlined where you just kind of coast right through it. I'd probably say the most challenging things so far have been the boss fights. But you can't even lose in this game. You can't. There's no way to lose. You can't even run out of lives. There are no lives. It's just, if you die, it just increases your time that it took you to beat a stage or whatever. If anything, the game is more about creating your character and unlocking clothing for your character, your created character, than anything else. And the plot is so wild. It's got characters from every single Sonic game ever. Sonic the Hedgehog series, Knuckles Chaotix series, Sonic Adventure series, Sonic the Lost World, Sonic Generations. It's got characters from all these games. It's wild. It's so nuts. Is it a game worth buying? I don't know yet. I've only played it for 2 hours. The game is only $40, so obviously they knew this game was not a full-priced retail game. There wasn't enough in it to warrant a full retail price tag. But the 2 hours that I played, I was like, my adrenaline was pumping. I felt like I was on speed. Honestly, I did. I felt like I was on speed playing this game. It was so nuts. So absolutely nuts. Now, keep in mind, I'm playing on the PS4 as well, so it runs at a blazingly fast 60 frames per second. So people are saying on the Switch it runs at 30, which is hilarious. That's terrible. That's what I mean about the Switch. Oh, the Switch has cross-platform support. Who the fuck's going to buy that game on the Switch? It looks like shit. Unbelievable. So yeah, so the game's wild. Now here's the thing. That playthrough, I did start that last night, but it's on hold because I am currently playing all these other games. Once I start completing these games, for example, once Wolfenstein II completes, okay, then I will resume Sonic Forces. So that's going to be resuming at least sometime in the next week once Wolfenstein II wraps up, all right? the next new release that I am planning to play, that's a major new release for me, is going to be Star Wars Battlefront II. FYI, that is releasing on Friday, November 17th. I'll be doing a special midnight stream for it. I'm going to be covering both the single-player campaign and the multiplayer of that game. All right. FYI, yes, there are other games coming out. In fact, today, there's the release of Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds expansion. And for me, that's pretty much like a non-release, because I played Horizon Zero Dawn earlier this year, and I thought it was all right. I wasn't blown away by it like so many other people. I don't know why they were blown away by it. I guess what it is they didn't play Far Cry. If you didn't play Far Cry, or you didn't play one of the other two games that the game basically took stuff from and combined into a single game, you may be blown away by the game. But I've already played 2 to 3 games that played like Horizon Zero Dawn, so the gameplay didn't really impress me at all. The story was decent, and the graphics were good, but it wasn't a game that I was like, wow, game of the year, blows me away. It was just kind of, okay, it's a good game, but it's not amazing. But so many people are like, oh, it's the best game I've ever played, game of the year and shit. I don't know. But, yeah, I wasn't like super duper blown away by it. So this expansion that came out today, I mean, do I want to play it? Yeah, eventually I'd like to play it. But is it like a new release hype game for me? Absolutely not. Like, I'm not really hyped for it at all. And then later this week, Need for Speed Payback comes out on Friday. And I am aware I've not played a driving game in quite some time. If you actually look, the last driving game that I played was Forza Horizon 3, which I played in September of last year. And that was a good game. I loved it. It was very fun. But, you know, driving games aren't necessarily a priority for me. And being that I'm already in the middle of all these other games, I don't want to start another playthrough now, okay? So I am interested in Need for Speed Payback. I do want to actually maybe play it. But at the same time, I'm not going to start it up this week. You know, if I do, it'll be because I finish it. Let's say, by some amazing chance, I finish Wolfenstein, I finish Sonic Forces, I finish Mario, I finish everything, and I've got like 2 days left before Star Wars Battlefront releases. Okay, then I'll start Need for Speed Payback. But what are the chances that that's realistically going to happen? You know what I mean? Probably not very large, the chances. I'm just saying. It's probably not going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But that's kind of the rough plan for the week. Is Wolfenstein today, Call of Duty tonight, finishing up the Call of Duty campaign tonight, tomorrow Mario, Thursday Assassin's Creed and either Wolfenstein or something else, and then the rest of the time, me balancing all these new releases. And by the way, I should say this, during the weekend and or early next week, I more than likely will be playing more Call of Duty World War II, because I was enjoying the multiplayer of the game, and I was actually getting better at it. If you watch the last session I did, I was actually on a roll where there's like 4 or 5 matches I was doing really good, and I was getting better at the game. But that's the thing, is now I go back to these releases, now I'm going to end up getting rusty again, probably. So I'm probably going to go back to Call of Duty this weekend and play at least one major session. We'll see. What I would like to do is maybe have that be my on and off kind of multiplayer game that I play maybe once or twice a week, just to stay in the loop on the game. And there you go. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on gameplay-wise with my streams. Now let's talk about everything else. First of all, folks, Patreon, if you haven't noticed, I got this new title card that I'm going to be running on pre-streams now to advertise for my new Patreon goal for this month. The goal for this month is I almost said Halloween again. I keep saying Halloween. A holiday gaming marathon, where if we hit the funding goal on my Patreon this month, I will be playing a mini marathon of Christmas-themed video games that you guys can nominate and vote on, okay? What I'll be doing is, I'm hoping that people will actually nominate and vote on bad games, because the worse the Christmas games are, I think the funnier the marathon would be, me just playing terrible games for hours and hours. In addition, I'll be dressing up for it. I'm thinking of wearing like an ugly Christmas sweater and a Christmas hat, and also I'll be drinking during this marathon. So it's going to be wild. It's going to be fun. And should be pretty good. I hope that we can hit this goal. I mean, seriously, if ever there was a goal that's something original and different and fun, right? And it's a fun idea. And, you know, people say the reason that people don't pledge is because you just do the same kind of thing over and over. This is completely different. I've never done a holiday marathon. I've never done a marathon where I'm drinking. I've never, you know what I mean? Like, I've never done a marathon where we're doing intentionally bad seasonal games. This is an opportunity for something special. So please consider pledging to my Patreon if you want to see this happen. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. We have until the end of the month for you guys to pledge, okay? There's plenty of time for you to consider and pledge. So please do if you would like to see this happen. I certainly would like to see it happen. All right. Number 2, if you guys haven't noticed, there's a new title card here as well for my Teespring shop. Brand new merch has been launched on my Teespring shop. Shout out to viewer and fan Dean Jones, who designed all of the logos and artwork for this line of merch. We've got 4 new logos. There's a King of Retro logo. There is a King of Hate logo. There is a DarkSidePhil like Dukes Up logo of me punching, and there's also a EST 2008 logo. All different, you know, cool stuff. And I put these on t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, all kinds of stuff. Women's shirts, and I'm actually considering purchasing 1 or 2 pieces of these just to start showing them off on my streams to advertise them. Especially because it is, you know, colder now. In the next few months, I know it's going to be cool. I could wear like sweatshirts and stuff while I'm streaming. So please check it out. All right. And if you buy anything off of that shop, folks, if you do, I get a good sizable commission. All right. And in addition, you know, it's a cool idea for a Christmas gift for someone who's maybe a fan of mine, or maybe if they're not, troll them with a King of Retro shirt, troll them with a DarkSidePhil Dukes Up mug. They're like, what is this? Like, man, dude, I finally got you what you always wanted. A fucking Markiplier t-shirt. And they open up their stocking. They're so excited. Finally, they're going to own their own Markiplier merch. They open up it. They tear it out. And it's a fucking Wow Dude t-shirt of DarkSidePhil. They immediately take the t-shirt and throw it in the fireplace. And say, bah humbug. Just imagine what a Christmas morn that would be. There you go. There you go, ladies and gents. I'm just saying, I'm joking, obviously. There's nothing wrong. It's a joke. There's nothing wrong with Markiplier or anything like that. But I'm just saying, how funny would it be if someone who really dislikes me gets a piece of my merch for Christmas, right? So, yeah. Check out the stuff, and please, you know, consider. Now, one thing I do want to say, all right? Today is, what, November 7th? You got to realize that Teespring has a lead time. I don't know how many people know this. When you order something from Teespring, typically anywhere from 2 to 7 days after you order the item, it will actually be created and shipped. Okay? What that means is that in order for you to get stuff for Christmas, you have to order it a couple weeks before Christmas, if not a few. So what I'm thinking is if you really realistically want to get something for Christmas, you'd have to order within the next month, like around December 7th, I would think. Because you got to realize not only is it going to take about a week, if not longer, for that to be made, but then they have to ship it to you as well. So, FYI, I'm just throwing that out there. Because I know what's going to happen is that people are going to, you know, people are going to say, oh, I want this for Christmas, and then order it the week before, and they don't get it till, 2018. FYI, there is lead time with Teespring. It's not an instant thing. It's not like all this merch is pre-made in a warehouse and they can instantly ship it to you. They make it on demand, okay? I would also like people in the stream chat to please stop talking about wrestling spoilers. Oh my god. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a gameplay stream of me playing games. It's not to be you talking about wrestling spoilers for shows that haven't even aired on television yet. Come on, guys. Because now I just got spoiled. And, that pisses me off. Because I wasn't spoiled, and I would have been surprised tonight, and now I'm spoiled. So stop with that. No wrestling spoilers in the stream chat. They've never been allowed. They never will be. Stop that. Okay. All right. And then, last but not least, folks, if you're here live, you're watching the stream, you're having fun, and, you know, you feel like you want to maybe either cheer, sub, or tip to support and, you know, join in the fun, okay, please do. That's number one. Number two, if you do, then please, well, not please, but thank you, and I will be giving you a verbal shout out for any cheer, sub, or tip during the course of today's stream, okay? Now, please keep in mind, it's at my discretion. I don't necessarily have to read out every single cheer, especially if it's people saying ridiculously long comments, random questions that have nothing to do with the gameplay of the stream, etc., or troll, you know, I do get troll cheers every once in a while. Okay. So please, you know, thank you for all of them. I appreciate that, and I hope that, you know, you do like your shout-outs during the stream. Keep in mind, if I am in a big heated segment of gameplay, I can't give you a shout-out immediately. I will, you know, when I get a chance, a little bit of downtime between whatever's going on stream. If you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll also get an on-screen pop-up thank you notification. So you get both the visual and the verbal thank you for your contributions, okay? Pretty cool. I don't have a lot of shout-outs to do here on the pre-stream here, all right? Let me go down. Overnight, I can tell you this. Overnight, Game Master 2003 is Dead did a small cheer. So thank you very much, Game Master, for the cheer. I appreciate that. I really do like that people, you know, cheer when I'm not here live. That's awesome of you. And Boz2161 did an 85-bit cheer during the pre-stream, so he is now the cheerleader. That's all we got so far today. It's been a slow stream so far. But like I said, if, you know, whoever cheers, subs, or tips, I will be giving you shout-outs during the course of the stream. Looks like this is going to be a shorter pre-stream because I really don't have any shout-outs to do. So, okay. All right, everyone. Anyone else got anything to discuss before we begin? Any questions, any topics of discussion, or shall we just jump right into the Wolfenstein gameplay? I see some people are asking, how many subs do I have? Yeah, so the highest sub count I've ever had, I believe, was 301 subscribers. And I got that about 3 days ago, over the weekend. I'm now dropped back down to 290. I knew that was going to happen. Because that's what happens, is like I said, with Twitch, the subs are literally live to when you subbed. So, for example, if on October 7th of last month, someone at 1:12 p.m. subbed to the channel, but they're not set up to resubscribe every month, like to auto-renew, at 1:12 p.m. today, that sub will disappear. So that's what happened is, you know, I had 301 subs, and then a bunch of subs expired, so now I'm down to 290. The good news is, okay, this is good news, though. The good news is they changed the way that subs work, okay? The way that subs used to work was that if you dropped below a threshold of like a landmark, a number of subs, you would actually lose whatever you earned. So at one point, I had a certain number of emotes, then it dropped below, and I lost those emotes. And I was like, what the hell? That's stupid. But they changed the system now, folks, where now you keep it no matter what. So because I hit the 300 subscriber mark, I keep that, and I still have an open emote slot to populate. So, yeah. If anyone is designing a new emote, I still should have the ability to add that emote to my channel. So, yeah, you can still keep working on it. And, you know, we may be having a new emote added soon. We'll see. You know, it all depends on these people who have these really good graphic design skills. I have none. Not only do I have no graphical design skills, I have no programs that are even capable of doing it. Which is why you see these shitty title cards that look terrible. It's because I'm doing them in Adobe Premiere Pro, a video editor. Yeah, I'm using a video editor to edit my title cards because because I don't have the program to do it anywhere else. So, shout out to Eternia Forever, who just did a 25-bit cheer and asked if I ever owned any Jordans growing up. Jordan sneakers. No, I did not. The most name brand popular sneakers I ever owned, I owned the Reebok Pumps when they were new, and they were pieces of shit. The pump. So if you don't know what it was, because I don't think they exist anymore, these were sneakers where you put them on, and then they actually had an air pump built inside. It would be in the tongue flap of the sneaker. It looked like a little basketball, and you would push it. It would pump up air inside the sneaker, basically to make the sneaker conform to your foot. And they were like, oh, it's the lightest sneaker ever because it gives you all the support you want, but it's made of air, so therefore the sneaker's light and you're really good for athletics. It was a piece of shit. With everyone who bought them, within about 2 months, they busted. Meaning the pump, you'd be jumping around with air in your shoe, you'd land hard and it would pop. And then the pump was broken, it would never work again. And this happened to literally everyone who bought these sneakers. It's probably why they don't make them anymore. Probably too many people complained. But that's it. Outside of that, I never really owned big popular name brand sneakers or anything like that. So, shout out to Darth Radovan Viking, who did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, sir. Good day. How you doing? And shout out to Eternia Forever, who did a 25-bit cheer again and said, Kate wants to know if I'm excited for Deadpool 2. I know nothing about this movie besides Cable's in it. That's it. I'm not paying any attention to this movie news and stuff. I really don't pay attention to that shit. I don't. I just, when movies are coming out, maybe I'll watch them. Like, I heard that Justice League is coming out soon, apparently, but they haven't let any reviewers see pre-screenings of it to review it. So people are assuming the movie may be terrible. I guess we'll see. Ornites did a 10-bit cheers. Did you participate in any physical sport back in school? Well, here was the thing. In grammar school or elementary school, whatever you want to call it, I was good at basketball shooting. Like, I could shoot really well. I could even shoot three-pointers, but I couldn't dribble to save my fucking life. I don't know what it was. I couldn't do it. I seriously couldn't do it. I would lose the ball. I couldn't do it. And the coach was like, I was trying out for the team, and he's like, dude, you're like, so you could shoot from anywhere, but you can't. I can't have you on the team if you can't fucking move the ball. So that sucked. And we didn't have like a football team or anything in elementary or grammar school. And in high school, I just didn't really give a shit. I really didn't. You know, to be on a sports team was being part of a clique. And in high school, I just didn't care about the cliques. I was more of my own guy, we had our own group of kind of outsiders outside of all the other cliques. So no, I never participated in like the official sports when I was younger. No. Pretty funny that I was so good at shooting and I could not dribble to save my life. Okay. All right, I guess we're done. I guess we're ready to start with Wolfenstein. Everyone ready? All right, thank you everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Let me make sure that everything here on my end is good here. Hold on a second. A new content ID match. On what game? Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Part 11. Because it had Star Wars music in it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's something that I should bring up. You cannot, on YouTube, you cannot use any videos with Star Wars music anymore. Not allowed, alright? If you do, you will get content ID claimed. My entire original Star Wars Star Wars Battlefront 1 playthrough got content ID matched. And all ad revenue was taken from me. And now my entire Lego Star Wars playthroughs are also, that's all being taken away. So when I play Battlefront 2, I have to mute the music. I know how stupid that sounds. But yeah, it's going to be silent. Just sound effects, nothing else. Pretty stupid, right? And it has nothing to do with WB Games. Nothing to do with them at all. It has to do with whoever owns the rights to the Star Wars soundtrack placed it on in the system, the copyright system on YouTube, and so anything that has the Star Wars soundtrack in it gets content ID claimed, regardless of the fact that it's actually illegal, because they already were paid to receive royalties for that to be used in that game. Let's just give you an example. Whenever a licensed soundtrack is used in a game, all right, that company who made the music and or owns the rights to it is paid money. So they were already paid their money for this music to be in the game. For them to be stealing ad revenue off of gameplay videos is double dipping. They're basically seeking further payment for something they've already received payment for. It is illegal. But since no one will sue YouTube about it, it continues to happen. Shout out to Eternia Forever, did 110-bit cheers. Says, it's party time. And Eternia Forever is now the cheerleader for today's stream. Thank you, sir. All right. Is everybody ready? All right, folks. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Let's begin with Wolfenstein.